Good morning to all. Welcome to today's class, and today we are going to discuss about a new chapter in physics, that is heat and its effect. According to your textbook, it will be your fourth chapter. Okay, so the name heat and its effect. What is heat? In our daily life, sometimes we were saying like that, today's climate is too hot, or we will say that today's climate is cool. Like this sometimes we are used to say, right? Yes. At the same time, when we are standing sunlight, we feel hot. In daytime, when we stand in sunlight, we feel hot, or we sit near the fire, we are feeling hot. Okay, then if we consider that when we touch or if we are drinking an iced tea, then we are feeling hot or cold? Cold. And when we dip our hand in an warm water, we are feeling the warm. Okay, or we are feeling the hotness. And can you say what is this heat? By these kinds of example, we are discussing about the hot objects and the cold objects. Okay, from this hot and cold object, can you say what is heat? What is heat? Actually, this heat is a form of energy. When we consider about heat, heat is a form of energy, and it mainly produces a sensation of hotness or coldness. It produces a sensation of hotness or coldness. It produces a sensation of hotness or coldness. Means how can we say that it is a sensation? Means while with the help of when we touch an iced tea, we are feeling cold. That is because of our sense of touch give that information that object is too hot, right? So like that kinds, if the object is hot, we are feeling that the object is more hot. These kinds of cold or hot objects we can differentiate with our sense of touch. Okay, that's why here it is given sensation of hotness and coldness. This heat is also a form of energy. And did you ever seen this heat? No, but we are using the term heat, right? Yes. So actually this heat we can't able to see, but we can feel it, or we can experience it. We can experience it. Why? Because this heat is actually because of some temperature effect. Heat is produces mainly due to the temperature effect. That means if we given heat to a substance, how can we give heat to a substance? When we are boiling the water, so we are giving heat to the substance, water. Means we just take the water from the pipes and we are just boiling the water. So that time we are giving heat to the water. So that time temperature will increases. When we give heat to a substance, or when we heat a substance, so that time the temperature of that particular substance will increases. When we heat the water, the temperature of water will increases. Okay, and when we take out heat from a substance, then the temperature will decreases. That means when we are boiling the water, we are on these gas stoves, and after of this means when we are just put off the flame, then what will happen? That temperature releases, and as a result the heat decreases. That means temperature decreasing time, heat of that object we are take out, means heat also decreases. So every time this heat is related by a term temperature and its effect. Okay, so this heat we can easily discussed with the term temperature. So what is heat? Heat is a form of energy, and it produces a sensation of hotness or coldness. And this heat is actually a physical quantity. What is physical quantity? The quantity that can be measured is considered as physical quantity, right? So we can also measure this heat by the units of joule or calories. By using joule or calorie, we can measure the heat. That means we can denote it with the J, or calorie we can denote it by CAL. These are the units which is used to measure the heat. But the SI unit of heat is joule. SI unit of heat is joule. When we discussed about our previous class, like speed, I told you that the SI unit of speed is meter per seconds. Why we are using this SI unit? For the uniformity of the measurements, the scientists all over the world, they find out some standard unit. So that standard unit of heat is joule. Okay, so now we can discuss some similarities in the units. For example, when we consider 1 kilojoule, 1 kilojoule is actually, it is equal to 1000 joule. Okay, and 1 kilocalorie which is equal to 1000 calories. 1000 calories. And when we consider about 1 calorie is equal to 4.184 joule. So this is the similarity mainly we consider. These are the relationship between the higher and lower units of heat. These are the similarities between. When we discussed about the length, it's 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter, like that all the things we already know. In the same way, you can approach about this unit or units of heat. 1 kilojoule is actually, it is equal to 1000 joule, and 1 kilocalorie is equal to 1000 calorie, and 1 calorie is equal to 4.184 joule. But the standard units of joule or standard unit of heat is joule. Okay, SI unit of heat is joule, but this heat we can measure by using joule or calorie. Okay, so this you can easily compare. We can measure the length by meter and kilometer. In the same way, we can measure the heat by joule and calorie, but the standard unit of heat is joule. The standard unit of length is meter. But even though we can measure the length in centimeter, meter and kilometer. So like the same way, all these things are basic idea is same, but you have to understand heat can be measured by the units joule or calorie. And already I told you that the heat is a form of energy, right? So maybe in your small classes or previous years, you maybe learnt about energy. What is energy? Energy is the ability or capacity to do work. And we know that the unit of energy is also what? Joule. So the name joule is not unfamiliar for you. Your previous year you maybe learnt about, you already learnt about this joule, but calorie may be new units for you. Okay, so this joule is the SI unit of energy, as heat is also a form of energy, so the unit of heat is also joule. Okay, and these energies, there are different types of energies, right? What are the types of energies? Energy can be divided into different types like potential energy, kinetic energy, sound energy, heat energy, light energy, electrical energy. Like these different types of energies you learnt in previous years, right? Yes. So we know that we can convert one form of energy to other form. For example, heat energy we can convert it into other energies, and if we consider the other energies like sound energy or light energy, electrical energy, we can convert We can convert to heat energy. For example, when we are considering about the coal, it is a natural resource. Okay, in the case of burning of coal, okay, so in that case, if we consider any object, if it is burning, it produces heat energy. So in coal already it exists one energy, that is chemical energy. So burning of coal, there will be a transformation of chemical energy to heat energy. Okay, and when we are considering about the other cases, like when we are using the heater or iron box, in that case these iron box or heaters, they are working with the help of electricity. So while this working time, this electrical energy is converts to heat energy, because iron box is producing heat, right? So that time electrical energy is converts to heat energy. And when we consider about the coal, already I told you about the coal, and this coal also earlier the peoples used this energy from the coal. Earlier days this energy, that means chemical energy, in coal chemical energy is converts to heat energy, and earlier days people used this energy to run this steam engine. Okay, and nowadays we are using this energy for the thermal power stations, we are using the energy from the coal. Okay, and this heat is also a form of energy, and this energy can do the works. Energy is the ability or capacity to do work, and this heat energy can do work. Yes, of course. Why? This heat is also a form of energy. So that we can consider in the case of means normally vehicles, for its movement time there will be a burning of fuels like petrol or diesel. Okay, in this burning of fuels, that case also we can say that heat energy is converts to mechanical energy, like these cars, these all the things, vehicles are machines. So this heat energy is converted to mechanical energy, and at the same time, when we are rubbing our hands, so that time what will happen? That when we are rubbing the hand, then in that case also mechanical energy is converts to heat energy. So heat energy can be converted to other form of energy, and any other forms energy like this electrical energy or mechanical energy, that we can convert to heat energy. Are you clear? So this energy or heat energy we can convert into both the way. We can convert it into other forms of energy, and the other form energy again we can convert to heat energy. Are you clear? Yes. Now we can discuss about hot and cold object. Now we can discuss hot and cold object. Okay, hot and cold. How can you feel the hotness or cold? Sometimes by using our sense of touch, we are saying that the object is hot or the object is hotter than the other, and some objects are colder than the other. How can we say it? By using our sense of touch. Is our sense of touch is reliable? Is it reliable? Our sense of touch. That we can discuss with the help of an activity. Okay, this activity you can also do at your home. It will be very easy, means we need very simple materials for this activity. Okay, so for this activity we have to take 3 bowls. We have to take in 3 bowls like this. We can take 3 bowls. Okay, bowl A and bowl B and bowl C. Okay, in this bowl A we can add some hot water. Okay, in bowl A we can add hot water, and bowl B we can take some warm water, and bowl C we can take cold water. Okay, Then what we need to do? We have two hands. In this activity we are mainly going to discuss about is our sense of touch is reliable or not. Okay, so we have two hands, left and right. This left hand we put into this cold water and right hand we can put into this hot water for some time. Okay, then this right hand feels hotness, here it feels coldness. Okay, then after that we have to take both the hands and we put it into the warm water. Okay, so in that case actually what will happen? Together we have to put it into warm water. So this right hand is actually it's present in this hot water. When we place this right and both the hands we are put it together in the warm water. So that time our right hand feels coldness and our left hand feels hotness. Why? Both the hands, in one hand initially one hand we put in this cold water and the other hand in hot water for some times together. Okay, right hand in this and left hand in this cold water. After some time we take out both the hands and together we put it into this warm water. So that time our right hand feel coldness and left hand feel warm or hot. Why? This activity you can do in your home also. Okay, so why it happens like that? Because the right hand earlier it was in hot water, so that time too hot, and compared to this warm water this temperature is less. So this right hand feel coldness, but here it is very cold water, so we dipped it into it and after that when we come to this warm water we are feeling hotness. That is that, so we can say that this sense of touch is relative. Our sense of touch is relative, but we cannot say that we cannot always relay the sense of touch. Okay, we cannot always relay our sense of touch. So in that case, in this kind of cases, our sense of touch, for other means at the same time we can say that an object which we are boiling at 100 degrees Celsius, the temperature is 100 degrees Celsius, can we touch that object? No. Or if the object is freezes, so that time we can't able to touch it more time. So in that cases, to measuring its temperature, we need some standard instruments for measuring the temperature. Okay, so that all the things we will discuss in the next class, and today we learned what all the things. First we learned about heat, and heat is a form of energy. It produces a sensation of hotness or coldness. Then we learned that this heat we can convert to other form of energy, and the other form of energy at the same time we can convert to heat energy. Then we learned about hotness and coldness in object. Some object is hotter than the other, some object is colder than the other. These all the things are happening because of our sense of touch, but our sense of touch is always, it will not be reliable. That we discussed by using this activity. Okay, that's all for today's class. Thank you.